Hey guys, Riot Podcast here. Very serious turn.
This sounds like serious Obi.
Yeah, and just a lot of things you're going to hear that you go, man, yeah.
Only on the Riot.
It's tough. It's tough out there. A lot to talk about. So here's what I got. We talk about Seinfeld.
We do, and Netflix, the big news with that.
Lots of text messages, lots of chitter-chatter. A potential extra revenue stream for Nikki and I, though there are rumors about whether or not we would be able to secure gigs.
But, you know, it's something.
Who knows? Let's see. We got some Airbnb stuff. Reviews.
Oh, I really like that. The more I looked at the pictures. Doesn't that sound nice? I want a vacation, and that looked fun.
It seemed like such a, just a charming locale where you could, I love the idea of grabbing a book, some coffee, maybe there's a fire, and I'm looking out. Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect. So let's see. There's that. We try to get Nikki some cough syrup, Funko Pops,
the movie,
the flu patch,
the movie.
I'll just tell you right now. We start talking about the RadioU scarf.
We do.
And then out of nowhere,
and you made a mean noise.
Nikki revisits trauma that I visited upon her, and I mean I had to apologize off air, one, but I mean, I don't know what to do to fix it.
It shows that you can forgive people, but it's hard to forget. And I have to work on the forgetting part.
And I you know what? When we're in here, I say things. And then
it's good for the laugh.
I forget.
So we covered that. We also do a Riot food fight with the new Lay's potato chip flavors. We tried.
How can I forget that?
Yeah, we tried the bacon wrapped jalapeno popper chips. We tried the flaming hot dill pickle potato chips, and we tried the deep dish Chicago style pizza. So if you want to watch the food fight once you're done with the podcast today, RadioU Riot on Facebook. You can watch it there. Check out the studio, or you can find it at RadioU Riot if you follow and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
All right. Well, anything else?
Enjoy the day. Let's go get a snack. I'm hungry.
I'm starving.
That's snack time noise.
Come and get it.
Ding, 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 ding.
It's the Riot.
If it's louder than it has to be and way worse than it has any right to be, it must be the worst of the Riot on RadioU.
So I'm looking at this announcement from Netflix and wondering if anybody really cares about it. And it is
Well, they hope that people do.
No, I know, but, okay. Right now, they have just announced that Seinfeld is going to be coming to Netflix. This is Seinfeld, the 80s and 90s sitcom.
Yeah.
And
with Jerry Seinfeld.
With reportedly Netflix paying $500 million for the exclusive streaming rights. But that doesn't start until 2021. So
it's not even next year?
It's 2 years from now.
All right. Well,
so,
you got to get prepared.
In the meantime, it's exclusively with Hulu.
Yeah.
Now, this really comes down to the fact that Netflix is losing its two highest streamed shows, at least reportedly, that being Friends and The Office.
Mm-hmm.
So they need some other killer, hey, this is the show you can stream show.
I know Friends goes through the end of this year, but I don't recall like when The Office ends.
This is just my memory. I could be wrong. Yes, Friends ends in like 3 months. Mm-hmm. And then The Office, I believe, goes all the way through the end of next year.
So that will be the buffer show.
That's their
gap.
To
get you to Seinfeld, and then you're set.
But here's the thing. I hear people talk about The Office all the time.
Yeah.
And I hear people talk about Friends all the time. I don't hear anybody talk about Seinfeld.
That's why
Chris and I talk about Seinfeld,
but
we don't count.
I don't know. Like, will it become the show when the other two are gone?
Since it's just there?
Yeah, because basically, you know, Friends and The Office have such popularity because you just put it on. You can just watch it. It's humorous. People
it's like
enjoy
radio,
it.
but TV.
Yeah, pretty
much. You just
much.
put it on, leave it in the background while you're doing something else, and every once in a while go, ha, ha, ha.
And Seinfeld makes a lot with its syndication and stuff.
It does.
So it does bring in stuff with that. It must get good numbers.
I guess. But I'm just telling you, I don't hear about it. I hear people talking about Friends, which drives me crazy because I'll just tell you, I don't really like Friends. I mean, it's fine, I guess.
I don't think you should say that.
I know. I get it. It's fine. Whatever. I'll just tell you, like...
Just be like, I love everything.
Nope, I can't say it out loud. If I tell you, it's just going to make people mad.
No, well, they hope that it will be okay and it'll replace everybody's Office and Friends.
Okay, Aaron says, everyone be sleeping on Seinfeld. It's so funny. Highly recommend. You don't have to tell me, Aaron. You don't have to. I actually do fall asleep to Seinfeld all the time.
Because you just put it on the background.
I love it. I love Seinfeld, but I just feel like I'm one of the only ones.
So that is the news from Netflix yesterday. 180 episodes, 2021, and that'll be for Seinfeld's.
Wow. $500 million. This show, think about this. They paid $500 million for a show that hasn't had a new episode in 23 years. Mm-hmm. 22 years, because it ended in 1997, I think?
I'm not sure.
I think it ended in 97. So that's just something. Imagine if you owned something on the shelf that was just sitting up there that you were like, yeah, I guess we'll spin it out and get $500 million out of it. Why not?
Actually, it might be over $500 million because it looks like in this article, the Times is reporting that Netflix paid far more than the $500 million that NBC Universal paid for The Office, and for Friends, Warner Media paid $425 million for a 5-year contract.
Wow. Yeah, you don't even own it.
No, it's just the 5 years of the distribution rights for it.
All right, Shamika says it's okay. I don't really like Friends either. Fist bump on that.
What's your thoughts on the Seinfeld one, though?
Don't ask her. Let's just stop at Friends.
You just want to leave it there.
Are people really still listening to the Riot? You don't have work to do or laundry to fold or literally anything else to do? The Riot, Radio U.
So I want to say hey to Izzy. Izzy says, I missed the live show yesterday, so wants to listen to the podcast. But to add on the resurgence of Minecraft, even the Pewds started playing it for the first time, and that channel is booming.
Yeah,
I saw that PewDiePie is
He's
on
been
Minecraft.
doing it for a little bit, and it's definitely gone back up.
We were talking about how yesterday Minecraft is like nobody's number one, but everybody's number two.
But by way of doing that,
it's number one.
They are number one. The numbers are still amazing on it, and we thought people had moved on.
In August, Minecraft had over 110 million players. Actively logged in that month playing some Minecraft. Also want to say hi to Carly. She said, hey, Obi, did you know this is happening? And she sent me a link to a Mystery Science Theater live show. And I got my tickets. That was basically family birthday present was, hey, what do you want? And I was like, I want tickets to see Mystery Science Theater.
That'll be your second time seeing the show.
It will.
New show, like new year of it, but you've seen them before.
Well, it's a whole new me, Nikki.
So, yeah, it's a whole new year.
New year, new me.
Oh, it's going to be great.
Some of you may not recall, but it's my year. And so this year, I'm going to see it again. I had a blast doing that last year. In fact, I had more fun than I thought I would.
Yeah.
And so, because I have been suffering under the idea that I don't really like going out to things, and it's just a matter of finding things that I like, and that was something I liked.
This is something that you like. So Mystery Science Theater Tour, he is aware.
So 2 years in a row, that's my birthday present. They say this is the last time they're going to do it. So, but they've said that before.
So just to go through some more text messages, Jason said for our upcoming Riot food fight this morning with the potato chips, if you do the pickle ones, it might throw off the other flavors if you have it before.
I don't care.
Jason, that's a good point.
We're going to have a rinse afterwards to try to
rinse and spit.
Yep.
And then Manny wanted to know, did you get Borderlands? It's amazing. And he puts
Manny!
4 or 5 exclamation points on it.
Dang it. No, I don't have it yet, but I think there is a certain coworker that has offered to get me that for my birthday.
Whenever you want it, we could have it today.
Yeah, you know what? Let's see. Last night I was home about 8:30.
You could have it. And then when someone says, Obi, what about Borderlands? You'd be like, I have it.
Okay, here's what I know is really dumb. I'll probably get it on Friday. And I realize that this is stupid, but there's something in my psychology that's like, I like to have the new thing at the moment, like going into the weekend.
So you want it Friday?
Feel like new and exciting and fun. And so I'm waiting for my actual birthday to get it. It's like Christmas. I'm an adult. Could I have my Christmas present now? Probably.
You could have it if you wanted.
But I want to wait because even though it's like self-discipline to wait. I know this, that I have Nikki get me Borderlands today. I'll be super excited, but then on Friday, I'll be like, no, I need a new present now.
You'll want something else. So, Manny, it's coming.
Yeah.
It's just not here yet.
I do want to play it. It does look good. I have been watching videos. Anybody else watch that Digital Foundry PS4 Xbox comparison? Yeah, I didn't think so.
They even make morning people want to reach for the snooze button. It's the worst of the riot on RadioU.
Oh my gosh, dude. I don't know whether this is what we need, Nikki, for us, because, somebody is having a birthday this week.
Yeah, Obi's birthday's on Saturday.
If you and I need to do this, because someone has just sent me Cameo. Cameo is this service where you can hire a ton of different people to basically send like a birthday message or a birthday phone call or whatever.
Like famous people?
Yeah, well, famous-ish. So, like, for example,
famous people who have the time.
Gilbert Gottfried, the comedian. Well, there's that. Chris Hansen. You remember the guy who was like, Chris Hansen is...
The Dateline guy?
He's the take a seat over there guy.
Oh, no.
Only $50, Nikki.
Oh, no. So this is how they get money?
I guess. Ernie Hudson, one of the guys from Ghostbusters.
Oh, no. Do you want this?
No, but I'm trying to find somebody that I recognize. Brett Favre.
Yeah, all right.
$500.
It looks like there's a lot of sporting people.
Jennifer Love Hewitt, $150. So there's that. Let's see. Still looking. James White from the New England Patriots, $300. That, to me, like that, $50 is like, yeah, okay, whatever.
But now you're talking $300, $400, $500.
And hey, taking it back to Seinfeld, the soup Nazi from Seinfeld, $60
to get a birthday shout out or at least a personalized message.
Yeah, and it's oh my gosh, it's a video message. So he'll yell "no soup for you" at a friend if you want to.
Well, you got to do what you got to do, right? I mean, you've been casted as a character, and you got to make money, and they're not giving you something else, so you'll do this.
Jonathan Goldsmith, he's the guy who's the most interesting man on those commercials, the Dos Equis commercials or whatever. He's in that meme. He's like, I don't always listen to the riot, but when I do, I'm that guy. Yeah.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, that guy. So, man, this list goes on and on and on. There's so many people on this list. All right. Well, so, Nikki, let's say Freddie Prinze Jr. will do something for you for $150. The soup Nazi will do something for you for $60. I know. Dean Cain
will do something for
$80.
$80.
So here's my question.
I'll buy you Borderlands, but I don't want this.
I know, but what do you think we could charge?
Oh, if we did that?
Yeah.
You know what?
$5?
It's actually probably free. We'd be happy to anytime.
That's what we have to act like. Oh, yeah, it's free. We would never charge anybody, but it's because nobody will pay.
Well, I mean, don't have to say that part, but we'd be happy to do it for free anytime.
Yeah, because no one would pay. If someone would pay,
then that's great. But if not, it's not a big deal.
Billy Baldwin, Alec Baldwin's brother.
Yeah. What was he? Was he an actor?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Stop going through the list. It's not going to get any better.
I mean, as
you're farther over.
I'm getting so far down the list.
People closer in the front.
No, I've been JoJo Siwa.
Oh boy,
$250.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, but it's JoJo, Nikki.
You could pay for it.
You're listening to a morning show hosted by two people who absolutely despise getting up in the morning.
Will you give me a break one time?
The Riot, RadioU.
So when does the new iPhone come out? Is that...
the orders came up on Friday, but I mean, I don't remember when the actual thing will come out.
Well, I can tell you that if you're interested in a new iPhone, the embargoes must be up because today the internet is flooded with iPhone reviews. Like anybody is talking about the new iPhone, which is why the Riot is talking about chips.
Well, Well, we got our own thing. We got our own hustle going on.
We've got our Riot food fight coming up in a little bit. But
With some Lay's potato chips.
In the meantime, I am peeking at Engadget's reviews of the iPhone 11 and the iPhone 11 Pro and the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Here's what they say. They say that the iPhone 11 is so good that most people really don't need the Pro or the Pro Max. They're saying, and that's
they say that the 11's good enough?
The 11 is the base model. The 11 replaces the 10's XR. Is anybody else having a hard time keeping up? Don't worry, it's fine. It's fine. So their entry-level iPhone, the iPhone 11 this year, comes in multiple colors, and Engadget says this thing is fantastic. Here's what they liked. They said it's cheaper than the XR, which it is. The iPhone 11 is only, where'd the price go? Is it $799 or $899? $699.
$699. Ta-da! It is such a good price.
Flexible ultra-wide camera, fantastic battery life. Things they didn't like. The screen is not as pretty as the iPhone 11 Pro.
The Max one?
Yeah, and no. The Pro.
The Pro.
The Pro Max and the Pro, I think, are the same except for the screen size.
Gotcha.
Okay. And they say the chubby design might not be for everyone. So that's cool, fat shaming, but whatever.
Just your phone. It doesn't hurt it.
I don't know what they mean by the chubby design. I'd have to dig a little bit deeper. So then the iPhone 11 Pro and Pro Max, they get now the iPhone 11, they give a 91, and the iPhone Pro and Pro Max, they give a 90.
For its review numbers back.
Yeah, the pros, they say, and again, these are Engadget's take on the iPhone 11 and iPhone 11 Pro. They say big improvement in battery life. iOS 13 is great. Flexible triple camera system, great performance. Cons, it's $1,000. That's a con.
That's the biggest one.
That's their top, hey, what?
That's the number one problem everybody should have with it.
And they say some of the design changes will be divisive. I don't know.
See if you like it or not.
Yeah. So bottom line is, do you have $1,300?
Just lying around.
Right. Would you prefer to buy a phone, instead of supporting RadioU?
Well, you can do both. You just have to probably do both on payment plans.
Oh, holy crap.
It just depends on what you got going on.
I mean, real talk. I'm jealous of a nice camera, but I'm going to live.
It's too much money.
It's too much. Too rich for this guy.
One day, a heroic time traveler will go back in time to make sure none of this ever happens. Until then, it's the worst of the riot on RadioU.
The excitement in the studio continues to build to near ridiculous levels.
Oh, for our food fight. Woo!
That wasn't that, but
it's not that. Okay.
When are we doing that? What do you think? Half an hour?
Yeah, I say about 30 minutes.
Okay.
We've got some new Lay's potato chip flavors, some really good ones, including the flaming hot dill pickle potato chips. So we'll do that live. You guys can watch and listen, of course, but you can also watch through RadioU or RadioU Riot on our Facebook page coming up in about a half hour.
No, I was talking about the Downton Abbey movie.
Woo!
Yeah. Come on, are we doing like a Thursday night thing for that, or are we going to wait till Friday after the show?
I would like to go to a very, the earliest possible evening showing on Thursday.
Yeah, okay. All right. So, getting excited.
Actually, looking at this place to stay really does make me, for Jane Austen and like all those sort of dramas, there's this place called Bath.
Yes.
And I would really like to go there.
I keep telling Nikki that she could take a bath if she wanted to, and it would be great, and we would all appreciate it.
It's not that. It's a place called Bath, and there's this this line of houses there that's very famous, and I need to, if I had a bucket list of travel places, it's back on.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll tell you, Nikki, you could be spending the night in the Downton Abbey castle. Is it a castle?
It is the Highclere Castle. It's an Airbnb now.
Well, they're saying they're going to do it one time.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be.
That's not forever.
It's going to be an Airbnb for one night.
2 guests for one night.
For £150, which would be like around $200.
So Tuesday, November 26th will be the evening that you can.
Tuesday before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it'll be listed on Airbnb, but cannot be reserved until October 1st.
Okay. So basically, someone's going to get chosen to pay $200 and spend the night at the Downton Abbey place.
You'll get to join guests for cocktails in the saloon, dinner in the state dining room, coffee in the library at the Downton Abbey Castle.
I know that this is going to sound ridiculous, but I think that library looks so charming.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. The idea of getting to sit in one of those big comfy chairs.
It'd be fun.
With a cup of coffee and a book honestly, that sounds like a fantastic afternoon.
Now, you only get one night, like one day. You don't get to stay over past that, but it looks amazing.
But wouldn't it just be so charming to sit there with coffee and a book and just look out over the grounds? And I think that sounds great.
And honestly, I mean, it's what, $200-$300 for the night? It's not the worst for like an Airbnb thing.
$200 for this place? Let me tell you.
It could be worse.
In desperate states, I've paid far more for far less.
For far less, depending on which city it is.
Oh, yeah.
So, again, you have to be signed up to Airbnb in advance. You have to have a record of good reviews from your previous bookings. And it'll be available for reservations starting on October 1st. And that's when the listing will be available.
Man. So
if you've never used Airbnb, it's not like you can just expect to get this. You have to have a history of good stuff, of good reviews.
So you're saying that you and I need to Airbnb for the next couple of weeks to get our ratings up.
Get some stellar reviews, and then you might be in the running for the Downton Abbey Highclere Castle.
I'd pay $200 to stay there.
Oh, I would too.
Not because I'm a fan.
Now, we don't live there, so we have to spend the travel money as well to get ourselves to the castle. So that's another extra expense you don't want to forget about.
Thanksgiving in England.
It doesn't sound nice.
It does.
Oh, it sounds wonderful.
You know what, though? I'll just stay home.
I like staycations, I guess.
I'll just stay home.
You'll stay at the Obadiah Castle?
It's a nice castle. It doesn't have a library, but there's
the lower level is great.
Yeah, we go down. We've got a Mystery Science Theater rug, and there's an Xbox
your basement
in there.
area.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice.
So if you want details, those are online, but most will not come out until October 1st.
The whining, the loathing, the insightful commentary on postmodern historical doctrine. Okay, maybe not the last one. You're listening to The Riot on RadioU.
So, Nikki, how are you feeling?
Pretty good.
Better than yesterday?
Better than yesterday, yeah.
Nikki was struggling yesterday.
For a little bit. I mean, it goes back and forth of, will I want to cough now or do I want to just blow my nose?
There for a while, Nikki was coughing so hard that I had to look down on her for it.
Yeah. Well, that you try to do anyways.
So, and I mean, I just felt like I was justified in doing so. And then.
No, I got a cough medicine on Sunday, and it has this terrible but wonderful, what is it called? Like an expectorant or whatever.
Yep.
And you're like, oh, what's this part of it? And if you get that, then that means you're going to start coughing more.
Right.
Which is good,
but
then bad.
It's supposed to make your coughs more productive.
Uh-huh.
Which is kind of gross when you really think about it.
But if you're sick, you'll do anything. It doesn't matter.
What? Okay, what was the stuff? Bucky's.
Oh, the Canadian cough syrup stuff?
Yeah, that Hudson brought us that one time.
I don't have any of it, but it's supposed to be pretty good.
I'll tell you what I have up on my desk, which I offered, but you already had something, is Delsum.
Mm-hmm.
That, to me, has been, of all the cough medicines.
See, that works for you?
Yes.
See, not for me, because it's always, supposed to be this miracle worker. My mom always is like, here, have this,
She swears by it.
And then I look at the bottle, they're like, oh, you only need to take this once in, 24 hours or 12 hours or something.
Yeah, mine's a 12-hour Delsum.
And then I hate when I'm disappointed, because when I have taken it in the past and you're 2 hours in and you start coughing again.
Yeah.
But you got a really big window to wait until you can take it.
My experience with that is it's been one of the only cough suppressants I've used that helps, because most of the time cough medicine it's it has an expectorant, it has a this stuff is nah, we're just going to try to shut off the cough.
We're just going to shut you up here.
And
you appreciate that.
I'm genuinely thrilled with that. It's you know what? I don't need a productive cough. I just need to stop coughing for a while. Just give me a little bit of a break
with it.
So if you change your mind, up in
that's in the handbook. You're not allowed to share it with me.
I love the idea of Nikki's getting in my drawer, drinking something out of a bottle, and then just putting it back in my drawer.
I'm just drinking it straight from it. I'm not even using the little plastic cup thing.
I was what are you doing?
Nothing.
Oh, I'm getting a little Obadiah's cough syrup.
He said I could have it.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
No, I will. we'll just stick with what I'm currently taking.
Okay.
It's been doing good.
Okay.
And maybe a Riot food fight with the Lay's potato chips flavors.
I'm sure it's going to cure you.
That'll get things moving.
I don't want things to move.
Come on. We'll have a great time. There's 3 potato chip flavors we're going to try coming up.
There's pickle chips.
Oh, no. It's not just pickle chips. Say it the whole way.
Hot dill pickle.
It's not hot dill pickle. Come on.
Spicy dill.
Flaming hot pickle chips.
Flaming hot dill pickle.
So that's the whole package right there.
Flaming hot spicy vomit.
You know, spicy stuff.
That's my favorite kind of chip.
Spicy stuff really gets, like, when you have a cold, it really gets things moving. So I'm going to just be rubbing that all over my nose.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm glad you are.
I'm so excited.
When I saw that flavor yesterday, I thought, oh, he's going to love this the most.
Oh, it's just gross.
The only morning show brave enough to say that Chicken McNuggets are part of a balanced breakfast. The Riot on RadioU.
I like Funko Pops, but I feel like Funko Pops have
Which sounds like a snack if you don't know what it is.
It really does, doesn't it?
It's the little, oh gosh, how do you describe it?
They're the little vinyl figures with the big heads and the dead eyes. That's what I keep seeing a lot. I keep hearing from people like their eyes are so bad. I'm like, what's wrong with them? They're just little circles.
If there's a movie character, a comic book character, a cartoon character, or something, it has a Funko Pop one that goes with it.
Right. And it's something that, as far as I'm concerned, has just raged out of control. It was super cool at first, and now I run into people and I'm like, look, you have a problem.
Well, some have like hundreds of them, and I don't recall, or I don't know if you get a lot of money back, like if you're buying them.
I don't know.
If you go to sell them, I don't think they make a lot of money, but people just enjoy them.
Yeah, no, I mean, to be clear, like I have some. I've got a Batman one, and I have Mystery Science Theater ones, and I have...
How many ones does that mean?
I have a total of 4.
Of the Mystery Science Theater ones?
No,
or just
a total of Funko Pops.
Pops?
I have a Batman one. I have a Luke Skywalker one, and to be clear, they were all gifts. I did not buy any, and I stand by that because when Funko Pop started coming out, I was like, I see a potential problem here.
So you're not allowed to buy them for yourselves?
So I just don't buy them. Like, I don't buy them because you don't want that.
People still buy them, but I feel like the heyday for them has passed.
Which means that we're right on time for that Funko Pop movie.
Oh no, are they?
Right on time.
Oh no, really?
Right on time, Nikki.
Who's doing that?
Warner Brothers. Okay, they have not said they're making a Funko Pop movie, but they have signed the option for
They
a
wouldn't
Funko Pop
sign the
movie.
option if they weren't going to do it.
Like yes and no. I mean, sometimes people grab film rights and they don't do anything with them. But my guess is they're looking for their Lego movie, their emoji movie,
Sure,
their whatever movie. So there it is.
Don't you think it'd be hard because not only would they need the Funko Pop look, but then they would have to license the characters that Funko Pop does?
They must have
there
something.
Must be something with it?
There must be some kind of a deal that's already locked down there,
like,
because
if you had a Funko Pop movie and say it was like the Lord of the Rings ones, well, technically that's Lord of the Rings rights. That's not Funko Pop ones.
Yes, I am sure at some point there's something there. They've got to have some rights to something, because just the shape of a Funko Pop, not so much. But I mean, Lego did. I never saw the second Lego movie.
Yeah, but the first one had a ton of other like Lego characters that would be still licensed.
Tons. Like you had Lord of the Rings, DC superheroes, Star Wars characters, and I don't even remember who else, but tons of different people that were in that. So,
well, for the Funko Pop movie, if they do one, it'll be all the B and C level.
Probably.
Characters that, Funko Pop can actually get.
Well, like the Emoji Movie, though, I'm like, man, you guys are like 3 years late on this.
Sure.
If you had done a Funko Pop movie 3 or 4 years ago, you'd have really had something.
6 years ago.
Okay.
Maybe even longer than that.
I was giving them credit for being on the tail end, whatever. But you're right.
And I know negotiations take time, but that's a long, long time.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Again, it's not official yet, but deals have been signed for the film rights. So that means somebody somewhere is writing something.
For a Funko Pop movie.
The Riot really wanted to do this live, but now they can play video games and eat rice cakes instead. This is the worst of the Riot podcast. The Riot. Food fight.
You know,
It's
like
potato chip food fight.
I just feel like Nikki was at the store and was like, I know, we should make a terrible day for Obadiah.
What can I do to start off the morning in such a horrible way for you?
I hate pickles.
You do well. You hate onions and anything that is in the onion family of taste.
Now, the devil's apples, it's not a matter of hating them. It's just that they are pure evil. But actual chips or pickles, that's I can stomach it, but
Too much.
Go ahead and show them, Nikki.
So the first flavor that I found was Lay's Flaming Hot Dill Pickle flavored. Oh, yeah. Oh, do you smell? It's just pickle. Oh, yeah. Oh, the hint of it. That vinegar taste. Just delicious. So that's the first flavor to try. We have the deep dish Chicago pizza ones, and then we have the bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers. You want to just get this one over with?
Let's just do it, all right?
All right, first one first. I really like it. But again, I like pickle flavor. Flaming hot. They're not spicy. They're not too spicy at all.
No.
But
who cares?
That is very oniony, pickly for you.
Oh.
Yay! Those are good.
Save yourselves.
Oh, I
Save
like
yourselves.
those.
Don't do it. That's awful, Nikki.
You
Why
like the
would
flaming heart part?
No, I don't like any part.
Nothing
I don't
of
even
it?
like the potato part. The potato part has been so twisted and destroyed
That
by
it's
what
not-
they've placed on the potato. That's hey, you're going to die if you don't eat. Tell my family I love them.
You know what's really bad is the taste really lingers on your tongue. So it's there forever. It's almost like the flaming hot taste, like hot chicken. If you've had hot chicken, and then the pickles that normally goes with it. It's just like that.
Right, but I always order my hot chicken without
the pickles, so none of that.
Keep your pickles.
All right, so you want to do the jalapeno popper ones?
Yeah, okay, now this is the...
Bacon wrapped jalapeno popper
There you
Lay's
go.
potato chips.
There you go. I mean,
I don't know if it's going to be a strong enough flavor to stand on its
Elicit
own.
such a huge reaction?
Well, no, since we had the dill ones, that's such
Yeah.
a strong taste. Potato chips.
I'm not getting...
You get a lot of the sour cream in a popper,
Yeah.
but I'm not really getting anything else. There's no spice to it. I'm not really getting bacon.
There's a little.
You think so?
Yeah. There's a little.
It's not a strong flavor.
No, it's not.
It's a delicate light flavor.
You are right about that.
All right, so the last one is the deep dish pizza Lay's potato chips.
All right. Let's see. I got to grab
I can't
that.
remember if this one won a competition and now it's available everywhere. I wasn't sure.
Okay. What do you got here? This is you said the deep dish pizza?
Yeah, basically Chicago style deep dish pizza. This is the potato chip flavor.
Strong tomato.
Yeah.
Very tomatoey.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, pizza.
I think this would be better on a wavy chip. I'm a wavy chip gal.
This tastes like a pizza combo. Whatever the spice is that is hey, we're making pizza.
I think out of the three, though, this is probably the most I'm grabbing me a bag of chips. This would probably be the one that could last you the longest and not be too much.
Well, of the three,
That one's the best.
certainly the most palatable to this guy, but I do have the flavor palette of a 5-year-old.
So that's the best that you can handle. So that's the Lay's potato chips. You have the deep dish Chicago style pizza. That one we like the most. And then the flaming hot dill pickle ones and the jalapeno bacon wrapped poppers.
Oh, yeah.
You're going for the pizza one? That's the one.
Real talk, I'm just hungry.
That's the one that will last. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for joining us for this potato chip riot food fight.
I don't ever
Want to try the other
want
ones?
to taste that pickle thing again.
So that's a no? You don't want to take the bag home? It's a big bag.
You know what? I'll tell you who the big
want it-
bag is in this room.
You want it for your birthday on Saturday?
No.
Your own little party?
No.
The Riot is to your ears what all those energy drinks are to your liver.
For the love of God, please stop! I can only process so much.
The Riot. RadioU.
So the flu shot. Look, it's a dice roll.
you might not get the flu with it. You might actually.
You might. Like, it's a dice roll. But you know what? Every time I go into the doctor, I'm always in there for something like, I got a cold, I got a this,
bother you.
I got a whatever. And so they're like, you want a flu shot? I'm like, is it in the copay? Whatever. And what do you have in the back?
I'll take it. Usually what happens is you just don't know the real strain of flu that's going to hit everybody. So the flu shot is basically a guess as to what might bother people the most during that season. But it may be a case of if you get the flu in January or February or something, that it wasn't covered in the shot. So you might still get something, but you might not.
Yeah. So when I talked to my doctor about it, I was like, hey, should I get a flu shot? And he was like, well, it's like this. He's like, it is a dice roll because we don't know. He's like, but this will increase your chances. He's like, now, do you have the time to take a week off from work? He said, because in a lot of cases, if you can actually get through the flu, you're almost better off because then you'll be stronger afterwards. And I'm just like,
no, thank you.
You know what?
Do you know what we do for a living? We can't have the flu.
Like, I can't take a week off. Never hear the end of it. So we're talking about the flu shot because of this, because
it's the season, right?
We're coming up to flu season, and some scientists have created a stick-on patch, which would be, they say, as effective as a traditional flu shot.
So you don't have to get a shot anymore? You just put the patch on?
No, it's not everywhere yet, but they're working on it in the next year or two. It might. So what they did was they tested a patch on mice. And what ended up happening is it has a protein in it that makes your skin more, it says less permeable. I thought it would be more, but so then it allows what's on the patch to go through the skin. And then what?
I don't know. I think I'd rather just get the shot then. Just make
really?
it, I don't know, just make it over with.
You just put the patch on you, and I mean, I don't know how long you have to leave it on. Probably not that long, right?
I guess.
Maybe a while. I don't know. The flu shot to me is just not that big a deal. It's like, boom, it's over.
In the shot world, it's not terrible.
Yeah.
It's not the worst that you might find yourself getting.
Yeah. The other side of it is, who wants a freaking shot? It's the worst.
And you don't even get a toy like when you were a kid, you know? You don't get anything.
I do know what you mean.
Unless your parents, if you can swing trying to get your mom or dad to take you.
We're probably a little old for that, just to be honest.
Well, yeah, but what if they were with you anyways?
And we just happen to drop by?
And then you can go to lunch?
Okay,
like your mom takes you to lunch?
All right, real talk. Let's say, Nikki, that I had to take you to get a shot today.
Yeah.
And we decided to, for old time's sake, get you something after your shot.
To make it better?
What do you want? You want a movie?
I want a movie.
Do you want, do we go to Best Buy and get a movie?
No,
or you just want it on iTunes?
I want an Amazon movie that I can just go home and watch.
Okay.
I just want to sit there and watch a movie.
I think I didn't even think about this. This is a good question. You should text it in right now. 877-2-RADIO-U.
I want some ice cream.
What do you... All right.
I mean, you did get a shot.
Now we're getting a lot.
And I want some Chinese food to go home and watch and eat with a movie, and then the ice cream later, which your mom can drop off.
If you are getting a shot today, what do you feel like you deserve? Now, obviously...
Not deserve, but need.
Be a baby about it, because otherwise you'll just be like, I don't need nothing.
And then you don't get anything.
Right.
All right? So that's how that works.
So be a baby for a minute. You're getting a shot today. What is it that you need to make it all better?
And I also want to take the rest of the day off and maybe some mac and cheese.
Well, you were going to take the rest of the day off anyway.
I know, because, you had a shot.
Yeah, I mean, you can't.
You just need it.
You can't possibly be at work. Oh. Well, I'll tell you what. You get in. I've already got a response from Stacy and Cheryl, and we'll talk about what it is.
Stacy's.
I know you do. So 877-2-RADIO-U.
Well, suddenly it's not so bad to get the flu shot, is it? If we're living in this world.
Using advanced technology, we've digitized and transcoded Obadiah and Nikki into a purely digital format. This is the Worst of the Riot podcast.
So they're talking about the flu patch, basically, that you'll be able to get a patch for the flu shot instead of getting a flu shot.
It's not everywhere, so if you're getting a flu shot anytime soon, your doctor's going to look at you like, no.
And just be like,
get the shot. You're getting the shot.
Just shut up and get the shot.
Just give me your arm and just be quiet about it.
So that being said, Nikki decided that a shot might be worth it if she got the right toy at the end of the shot.
Now, we all know when we were younger, and I had allergies when I was younger, so I had to go get allergy shots, and my mom would always try to buffer that with some sort of surprise.
This is where your materialism problems come from.
Is that where where it stems from?
Every time something difficult happens, Nikki's like, now we have to do something fun.
No, I mean, I was so young, and I mean, the amount of shots were like horrific. And so if I got an eraser with it, what's the big deal?
You know, it can erase the pain.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
You go up to Nikki's office, she pulls out her drawer, and it's full of erasers.
I still have my eraser case.
Because every time our boss says something mean, Nikki gets a new eraser. She holds her eraser like, it's okay.
It's no problem.
Okay.
And my back hurts.
He doesn't mean it. He doesn't mean what he said.
No, but I surely was not the only one. If you got a shot when you were younger, your mom would like take you to go get lunch or something, or try to make it a little better.
All right. Well, we said if you could baby yourself now and you had to go get shots, what would it look like? Stacy says she wants a puppy.
That's a good call. Now that's long term.
Yeah.
For a short-term pain.
Maybe you could just rent a puppy for the afternoon.
Borrow a friend, something like that. Izzy
says a nap and some taquitos topped off with a root beer float.
Well, now doesn't that sound really nice? It's not so bad.
I like
the root beer float part of it.
Dana says whenever anything unpleasant happens, I have pizza. It's the only time I let myself eat bread, and I always feel terrible after, but worth it.
But so you can't tell why you feel terrible afterwards. Do you feel terrible because you got a shot or something bad happened, or because you had the pizza?
It's a good question. William says, I would take Rita's Italian ice.
Oh, that's good.
Nicole says, ice cream, and I love picking a prize from the treasure box after my shots.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So much better than a pencil or a sticker.
Yeah, let's see. Kyle says, I want to go to Blockbuster and get an N64 game.
Oh, from like when he was a kid?
That sounds like his childhood.
Right there.
Creeping in here. Jason says, my buffer for my kids when they get shots is, oh my gosh.
Come on, Jason.
The life lesson that sometimes life hurts and you still have to go to work.
That's not what we're talking about right now.
Jason. You suck, buddy.
You're not playing the game.
What are you doing?
This is just thinking about the fun stuff.
He's bringing real life into this.
And that's not what we were talking about.
Life hurts and then you go to work.
We know that, but what if? What if even as an adult, your mom still would go with you while you had to go get the shot?
Carl says 8 hours of uninterrupted post-shot gaming time.
Good, and the shot's not too bad where you can still game.
Yeah, I've had shots where afterwards I was like, I just want to lay down.
The tetanus shot.
I just want to lay down, okay?
If you've ever had a tetanus shot, you're like, you know, they go in and they go, have you had one in a while? And you just know it's coming. You're like, yeah, I did. I think I've had it. You're just lying.
Like, I don't need it.
You're like, well, your arm's going to fall off.
Like, I'll check your shot
records. Got a major
records.
problem.
What, are you going to believe some paper over me? All right, that's part of the problem in the world is people are believing what's printed in the papers.
I think I've had it. Don't give it to me again.
I'm fine.
And they're like, no, we'll just go ahead and give it to you again. You're not gaming after that one.
Oh, yeah, it's a shame. For me, like, given the option, let's see, if I was given a shot, honestly.
Not a bad, like we're saying flu shot, not a bad one.
I want to go into my basement and turn the fan on my face because I like having it right on my face. And I'll probably just turn on some TV and sleep. And then when I wake up, I want a Mountain Dew from the fountain machine.
Ooh.
Oh, that sounds so good.
It does. Oh my gosh. Sign us up for the flu shot. I want the rest of the day.
Maybe some zingers.
Just something fun.
A little something from the store.
Oh, it's nice to dream, isn't it?
No, but we're all living in Jason's world. Life hurts, but we're still going to work.
Things are never as bad as they seem, except when it comes to the riot. Then they're worse. They're always worse. It's the Riot on RadioU.
So Nikki and I have YouTube TV, which is to say that Nikki has it and she's got me freeloading on it. Let's get real.
No. I mean, I have family spots available, and we used to be family accounts on Amazon, and so why shouldn't Google think that too?
Why not? So one of the things that we have discovered is I haven't used YouTube TV very much. But like I said, I felt like I was in one of their commercials as I recorded Judge Jerry from Line at Lunch
We only got it for college football for like the season, so I don't know if we'll keep it after, but...
Well... And I've told you guys the other thing that I like to do. I know it's weird. I get it, and it's fine. I like to watch local weather. So I record the 5 o'clock news.
How weird is that?
I don't know. You know what? I must somewhere inside my broadcast heart want to be a weatherman.
Sure.
That must be what it is.
You still can.
I could.
You could start like evening classes.
You know what? I think I'd be a great weatherman.
You're out there every time it rains, you go outside. You're like, you just want to do the weather.
Like, finally got a weatherman that gives it to us like it is. Like, okay, I'm saying it's going to rain, but you guys know it's not.
There's a chance it will. There's a chance it won't.
30% chance. Who has a 30% chance of anything? Come on, put me on right
now.
I'm ready.
So you've been recording that.
Yeah, and so I'm in there in YouTube TV like, okay, we don't need 15 episodes of the 5 o'clock news. And YouTube's like, we'll keep every episode for the next year. And I'm serious. I
like to clean up my accounts, and I don't do well with that. I don't like to have a bunch of stuff, but I don't think you can delete it.
Some services make you get rid of stuff.
Sure.
But then, other services.
Wait, now it says for YouTube TV that there is a remove icon next to the title on the program page, but
no, there's not.
I've not been able to find it.
Well, I'm watching it or accessing it with the
web browser.
No, well, I was, but at home I normally use the
Roku,
the Apple TV.
Oh my gosh! Oh, you are something. Just something.
You know what? Let's be respectful.
I don't know how to remove it from there.
Be nice. Okay, well, here we go. Wait. No. All right, the only thing I can get it to do is to give me a drop down that tells me when it expires.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, the episode of the 5 o'clock news I recorded on August 26th will expire on May 26th, 2020.
So watch it until then. If not, I'm going to keep looking to see if there's another way on the web browser to do it.
I don't really... There's part of me that's like, hey, I don't care. But at the same time, I'm like, can we clean this off?
I don't want it anymore.
I don't want it there. And they're just like, listen, we'll keep all the TV for the whole year.
We're probably not going to keep it forever anyways. We're only going to have it for a few months, and then we're gone.
So it'll go away.
Yeah, that's the best way probably to delete it.
All right. Oh, I did watch. Okay, I recorded Atomic Age Declassified. It's all about this secret Air Force space base they were building in the 60s. Fascinating. I want to go on the space base.
If you're looking for all the funny moments you missed during the riot, we apologize. You won't find them here. There weren't any. This is the worst of the Riot podcast.
You know, it's going to get cold, and you're going to want to be warm.
Uh-huh.
And
RadioU now has scarves.
Da, da, da. Do you want to see what it looks like? It's on our Instagram.
You can look. It's not for sale yet, but probably by next week that'll be up through shop.radiou.com.
It's going to be there.
Uh-huh. There's not too many of them, so if you're interested, we'll keep you updated.
Mm-hmm. So you know what's funny is it just feels like Christmas in here. I don't know.
With the appearance of that.
Yeah. Been trying to get Nikki to play a Christmas song today.
No,
and
not
she says,
today.
You know what, Nikki, I feel like it's that same voice that says to me that not every day can be special. And I feel like it's this crushing adult thing that happened to you. Because every once in a while I'll be like, we should play a Christmas song. She's like, so what happens next? We play a Christmas song every day just to feel alive?
Is that what I said?
Basically,
just to feel something.
Yeah, I just want to feel anything. Okay, but what I feel like happens is when we get into that territory, I feel like there's something that you used to do to make every day special, and now she's like, I'm not allowed to do it anymore.
So therefore, none of us can have it.
No days are special.
No one gets to. No, I normally I'm up for it if there's a reason for it. Oh yeah, is that it?
Negative, Nikki.
Is that my sound? Is that what I sound like? I think that's the most hurtful thing. Even worse than you said my feet were wide. It's the worst. Just compare me to that. Oh my God.
That? Nikki's at home
me every time I put shoes on.
Shut up.
I do. I hear your voice in my head. Look at your wide feet.
Don't you know that I'm just looking for things to bother you?
You are.
I don't think you have.
It does work.
I don't think you have wide feet.
No,
I just told you.
Do.
I just. Oh my God.
I kind of do. That's the worst part of it. Oh my gosh.
You've got to be kidding, right?
I know it.
When did I even say that?
I don't know. Just sometimes.
I don't know. For all you did you dream that?
No, you totally said that. And you said that on air, and you laughed about it and just said a tugboat noise. Now I have a noise that what I can hear in my head.
No.
Every time.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
Hey, Nikki, how's your day? Yeah. That's just what I hear now every moment of the day. Oh, my goodness.
You guys want to do something fun?
There I come. I'm pulling into pork.
Oh, my gosh. Kyle from Arkansas says, no joke. I was listening to the podcast from February when Obi said they don't make Crocs big enough for Nikki's feet.
See?
Oh my gosh. Just because I know it bothers you, but I mean, it's supposed to bother you, but it's not supposed to bother you after the show. It's only supposed to bother you during the show.
That's not how
and then
it works.
You're supposed to hit that door and leave all those cares behind.
I can't.
You're not supposed to think about it again until the
I
next
can't do
time
that.
we're in here making fun of you.
I can't do that. I can't just put it away. I can't.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. Well,
I'll tell you what's going to happen is one day I'm going to walk in here and Nikki's just going to shoot me.
I'm just going to lose it.
Just going to be like, hey, who's got wide feet now?
I'm going to shoot you in the foot. I'm not going to shoot you anywhere else.
I'm going to use these wide feet to stomp on your grave.
Oh, but it just was just sometimes you.
How did we even get on that?
Ow. Everything hurts.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll be quiet now.
Uncomfortable silences during that morning carpool? Not a problem. These two never shut up. It's the Riot on RadioU.
Wait, there's actual video of it?
I think I'm going to have to watch that
Okay,
later.
I'm fast forwarding through. I at least want to see
the part of it. Don't just send those stories to us.
Okay. Still getting there. No, I don't see it.
Does someone give a timestamp or something? Or you should explain what the video is.
Okay, well, here's what... I mean, I'm getting there. I'm just, we're getting there. Antonio Brown, he has been the voice of the people lately. Everybody just loves AB, right?
So he's the one who went from the Raiders to the Patriots. Now he's facing allegations.
Lots of them.
And there's just a lot going on.
And now, while
We'll put that to the side.
Okay.
Because all the seriousness of all those things.
Okay, now his doctor is he suing him or is he just going public with the fact
The doctor is saying that Antonio Brown owes him almost $12,000 in unpaid consultant and medical fees. Yes.
And he also has let everybody know that Antonio Brown allegedly farted in his face.
During a consultation.
And
that's what the title of the article is.
And they say that the video shows it happening, which...
The doctor said it just seems childish to me. I'm a doctor, and this man is farting in my face.
Well, I mean, yeah, you're a doctor. It's medical. So, I don't
think it's the same thing. I don't think it's that medical. No.
You don't think it is?
No, not like that lady who farted on the plane that I was on, and it was so bad. Everybody was like, and she was so old, so no one said anything, but it had to be medical. It had to be.
Fine.
And you
don't worry.
You keep your mouth shut, and you just be quiet, and you just wait for it to go away, and you can't say anything to the older lady. This man knows better.
Oh my gosh. But it's medical.
Yeah, so, in this case.
As a doctor, yeah, that, I don't know. But then again, I'll just tell you right now, I can't.
No, you're not even going to? So the doctor's saying that Antonio Brown later made promises rather than payments. And he told the doctor, I want to get you on salary, I want you on the team. That never happened. So now he's filing a lawsuit to try to get the money that's still outstanding.
Oh, that's fair. I mean, you could see where if he said, hey, we're going to do whatever, but I'm going to bring you on full time. We'll just include it in that. He never does that. And it's like, well, you still owe me.
Yeah. No, the doctor's kind of like a wellness coach for athletes. So they help you look after your diet and training. And they had an agreement, but he's still saying he has not received his payment. That's what's owed left.
The only thing that I will say is, in that quote-unquote agreement, did at any point you guys discuss what was and was not appropriate in your
Office
face.
behavior?
Because I mean,
that I don't know. I still need to watch the video.
Because I mean, technically,
why are you doing that though in front of the doctor? And then I guess they were all laughing.
He was like scanning his stomach or something. Maybe he had occasion. You know?
Don't think so.
I mean, is that in the manual somewhere
No,
that he
it's
wasn't
not.
supposed to do that?
Nope.
Okay, well then now he knows, but like beforehand he didn't know.
He's asking for forgiveness.
The worst of the riot is over, but the fun can keep going.
Hey, I saw you checking out my goods.
Check the Riot blog or stalk us on social media.
You want to sample them? A little try before you buy, huh?
Through riot.radiou.com.
Flamin' hot, spicy vomit.
You know, spicy
Those are
stuff.
That's my favorite kind of chip.